Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Longhorns return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, Dave, and he's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Caught over the middle, it's Randall. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. He's 33. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Handoff to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smashes ahead. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Pittman. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Texas calls his campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run it from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. From the gun. Give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They move the tight end all over. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The Longhorns get the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Burt Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off and he was throwing that puppy away.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Pittman. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Dixon.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
He'll bring it back. It's Silva. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think that...
Off he goes! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Pittman. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Still on his feet. Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back.
And they will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on it.
Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the ball squirted out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The offense set for a first down play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better there.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Handoff to the lone back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a 3rd and long. A touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Second and very short here for the offense. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll run it trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Going with the counter play here. At the 20, he's got space. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They go to the draw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
3:25. Freedom.
They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Pittman. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He's got it. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled immediately after the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They keep attacking through the air. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Dixon.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
After hitting that field goal down a possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're testing the right side here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.